Hello, everybody. All right, welcome. Today we're going to be not unboxing. We're going to be revealing the May Deluxe subscription box to you. This is a gorgeous theme, and there's a lot of intention behind it, so we're going to talk about that today. If anybody wants to subscribe, we do have spots open. That's going to be at janesagenda.com/box. Welcome, everybody. If you're new, I'm Jane. I'm the CEO and founder of janesagenda.com, where we build planners that actually work. Behind the scenes, I have Tony helping me.
Hello, ladies. I'm here.
Today, we're going to be looking at the May stuff, so super fun. All right, we're going to give everybody another minute or two to join, and then we'll dive into showing you all the fun things. We are going to be giving this box away, as well as two others. We're going to have 3 lucky winners from this giveaway. It's a huge, massive giveaway, so make sure you enter. Welcome. I'm going to tell you how to enter at the end, so stay tuned. We're going to try not to make this live too long for you. So welcome, everybody. If you're a subscriber, please tell me in the comments. If you are new, please put #new. And if you are new, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel, tap that bell icon so you get notified when we go live. And if you like the content today, if you like this box, the giveaway, please like the video. It helps us as a small business, and I appreciate every one of you.
Belladonna is new.
Welcome, Belladonna. New subscriber. Thank you, Monique. Hi, Herlene. Celia's here. Hello, Sherry. All right. Another 30 seconds or so, and I'll start throwing up the overhead, and we'll
Lori,
dive in.
Deluxe subscriber for life.
I love it. You know, we really try hard to make every box not only different, but more fantastic than the last box. And that's difficult. We've had this subscription, 4.5 years. That's hard to do that every single month, but we try our best. And this month, the box is not only gorgeous, but super functional. I designed some planner inserts that I needed, and so I'm excited to show those to you today. But every month, the theme is completely different. And like last month, we talked about books, and it was all roses and pretty, and this one is completely different than that. So something for everyone. It keeps your planner feeling fresh. We believe that if your planner looks good, you're more likely to use it. So that was the inspiration behind starting a monthly subscription. Keep your planner looking great all the time. Welcome. Thank you, Belladonna. All right. Let's see. I think that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and toss the overhead camera on and get started.
There's a lot of new people here.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, I was supposed to do that.
It's
Sorry. I don't know why.
I did that wrong. There we go. Okay. We're all set. Now, keep in mind that my overhead camera is a little more dull color-wise than we'd like it to be. Okay, so it's the colors are always a little bit more vibrant in person. I can't change the settings. We tried. So just use your imagination hat today. Remember that they're going to look a little better in person. So every month, the box subscribers, so the people that are subscribed to the Planner Lifestyle box or the Deluxe Planner box, get a new themed, gorgeous subscription box in the mail. This happens to be May, and it is so pretty. I am such a big fan. The colors this month are so soft and feminine, and somehow still elegant. I don't know how we do. Every month, I'm surprised at the color combinations that we do. Now, this particular box, the color combinations we used in May were ones that you picked from our Facebook group. You picked this color palette. You didn't tell us, what you wanted us to do with it. You just gave us, 4 or 5 colors we had to work with, and it was so fun. It was so fun getting to come up with a theme and designs and stuff to all go within that color palette. So very exciting. Okay. Let you peek before I show you all the things. Okay. All right. That's all you get to see of the box.
Belladonna says sunsets are her favorite. Belladonna, I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
All right, so now let's talk about it. So we have 3 tiers in our subscription. If you're new, we have the monthly cover club, which I'm going to show you first. Then we have the planner lifestyle subscription box, and then the deluxe planner box, which is the combination of the two. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the cover for the month. Now we give you a front and back cover each month. You can use whichever one you want on the front. If you like the flower in the center more, go ahead and use that one as the front. I won't judge you, but they're designed so that the one with the opening is the front. But every month you're going to get a new plastic cover. It's got a UV print this month, so it's got a texture to it. Do you see how it's got like a raised ink? It's kind of hard to get it on camera, but you can feel the ink when you touch the cover. I'm a tactile person, so that makes me very happy. All right, so there's your cover for the month. Now you're going to see this kind of soft color story as we go throughout. Lots of like terracotta and like a deep chocolate, down to some like, what are they? Dark kind of lavender hues too throughout the box. Right, and last time, so we showed this to the subscribers last week. They got to see the sneak peek.
Yeah.
Everybody was asking what color the leaves are. They're a really dark kind of brown. It's not a black cover. It's very soft.
Dark chocolate, I'd say.
Yeah, it's pretty. All right, so there's your cover. The cardstock for May. This is going to be the cardstock that's in the monthly cover club. Every month in the monthly cover club, you get a cover, you get cardstock, and you get a page finder. This is the cardstock for May. So you're going to see this gorgeous saguaro, front and back. And then our cardstock for the monthly cover club is reversible, so that if you are maybe not a cactus person, you can use that gorgeous ombre on the inside. And so I'm going to show you what these look like when they layer. Right now at Jane's Agenda, we love layers. So you're going to create your own layers in your planner. You're going to put your favorite quote cards or washi tape in some photos, whatever you want to do to make it feel like yours. That layer perfectly. I just loved this. This was such a happy surprise to me because I didn't know that Amanda designed the saguaro to be perfectly layered under the cover. But look at how that perfectly layers. She's so creative.
Everyone else is agreeing that they love tactile experiences as well.
You know, it's one of those things that's not going to hurt you, but it definitely adds something to give you that extra touch. So we do that wherever we can. All right. And then page finder for the month. These are really hard to see on camera. There we go. So there you go. It's a really delicate prickly pear kind of cactus pattern in a soft, is that like, it's not mauve, is it?
It's like a peachy mauve.
Some kind of terracotta mauve.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
So the color does kind of vary a little bit as you go through the page finder. Page finders are designed to go in your planner and stick out just a little bit like that so that you can find your spot. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it gives you just a little bit more of the vibe when you open up your weekly spread or wherever you keep your page finder. Now these are clear. These are glass clear plastic, right? You're going to be able to see that. That's perfect for creating layers. Okay. Thank you so much, Tina. I don't know what's going on, Belladonna, but I'm cracking up over here.
She said she's got fat fingers, sorry.
Oh, no. All right, so these 3 pieces are your monthly cover club for May. We like to think of it like an outfit change for your planner each month. It's enough to make your planner feel fresh and exciting, and it's our lowest price of our subscription, so it's a good entry point if you want to test out the subscriptions and see how you like them. The monthly cover club's a good place to start, but it just keeps your planner feeling fresh every month. The one that I'm showing you today is a junior size. If you are new to disc-bound planners, junior size has 8 punches, okay? 8 punches. It's equivalent to half letter, but that's the one I'm showing you on camera. We do have 4 different sizes in our shop. All right, now let's talk about the planner lifestyle box. So the planner lifestyle box is primarily for functional purposes, but you also get some fun accessories and planner items that are decorative. So this particular item, if you're new, we call a hybrid dashboard. It's the length of your pages. This one happens to be a mini, so not going to be the same length as the one I had there. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, let's show you one that's the same size. Here we go. So here's how a hybrid dashboard works. You're going to see that it's about, I think they're 3.5 inches wide, 3 3/4 inches wide. I can't remember. Gorgeous plastic, same thing as the page finder. So you're going to have that clear look. It's got the UV printing. But what is a hybrid dashboard for? Like, you already have a page finder. New people ask all the time, so we're going to go over that real quick. A hybrid dashboard is so you can hold sticky notes. That's the primary reason. If you want a place to keep, like, it keeps your spot, it sticks out like the page finder does. But it's a great spot to put your sticky notes because they are the perfect size to fit a 3-inch pack of sticky notes, and it looks so elegant. I like to keep just a small stack in my planner so that I'm ready whenever I need to take a note. And then I'll keep that right here on the bottom. And then on the back, I'll keep ones that I've already filled out. So like reference. But that's what a hybrid dashboard is. Okay, so that's
think anybody else uses it for anything else?
So we do have quote card pockets that we put in a box previously. I think there's still some in the shop. I have some on some of my favorite hybrids, and I use them to keep like my featured quote card in my planner. Those are really fun. You can, we do have some 3-inch wide, they're a PET page flag. So those are perfect to be able to do on here. At one point, we gave you a hybrid that was perfect for meal planning. And so I've seen people continue to do that with their hybrids. They'll fill out the PET sticky notes they're only like 1 inch tall, but they're the same width as a regular sticky note. And they just mix and match and keep their meal plan on their hybrid. So that was kind of exciting to see people still doing that.
I was just kind of wondering if anybody else, while we're here, has any other ideas that they may use theirs for.
I'm sure these are some creative women.
I know.
I'm sure you guys use them in ways I would never think of. As much as I like to think I'm creative, I'm very much an inside the box person. So, all right, next item. Let's talk about one of the inserts first. All right, so we're going to bring this nice and close so you can see that. I was at the emergency room last month with a sick kid. He's fine. But I was at the emergency room and they're asking me questions. They need to know all sorts of information about his health, insurance information, blood type, things like that, right? They're asking me all that at intake. And I didn't have any of that information on me. I just grabbed my purse and headed out the door, right? I didn't have any of that. And so I wished I'd had all of that written down. So I had it available. So this insert, you're going to see the first page is for your, well, thank you, Belladonna.
Yes, we're happy you're here too.
The first page is going to be your medical provider contact information. So just all the people that you see regularly, your doctors, your dentist, vision doctor, whatever you see regularly. It's double-sided. You've got quite a few spots, I think 10 total spots for providers, just so you have that reference sheet. Every once in a while, I'll go to somebody and they're like, who's your primary care physician and what's their address? I need their fax number. I don't want to Google that every time. So just write it down and then you have it. After that is the really cool part. Okay. These are medical and emergency information. So each page is designed for one person in your family. You're going to fill each one out. The top is for basic information. You've got their name, their blood type, the weight, height, any medical conditions they may have, allergies. Thank you, Kayla. Medications that they're on, including the dose and the frequency, because that might also be important to the person that you're talking to. And then below that, we have a spot to list that primary care physician. I'm telling you, I never know where they are or what the phone number is. So that's on there too. And then insurance information. I give you spots for medical, dental, and vision. Not everybody in your family might have the same medical insurance, right? You might not all have the same vision insurance. So each person gets their own spot. Oh, I'm sorry they weren't there yet, Andrea.
They're soon.
At the bottom here, we have a spot for basic medical history notes. So things like surgeries, big procedures you've had, stuff that's going to make a huge difference when you go, into the emergency room or talk to your primary care physician. They need to know that kind of stuff. So again, one sheet per person in your family. And then on the back, I just gave you dot grid because maybe there's something medically important that you need to know about that person that I haven't thought of. I gave you a spot to put that. Thank you, Valerie.
We're excited. You're excited.
So if I didn't think of it, just put it on the back. You could log more things if you want to. I designed them so that you can pull just that one sheet out. So if you want to take this one sheet with you to the doctor, you don't have to take your whole planner. The thing that Tony was recommending when we were talking to the subscribers, you could take a photo of this once you're done and keep that in your phone, because I did have my phone with me when I went to the emergency room the other night. Of course I had my phone, right? We never leave home without our phones. But I would have had all this information organized and neat and where I need it. My daughter has special abilities and I track a lot for her now. The medical inserts would be great to add to her divider pages. That sounds like an excellent purpose, Patty. I gave you enough for 8 family members. So you have options there. If you don't have 8 family members, you can either save the extras for if something changes, you want to update it, or you can give them away.
Keep another set in the car.
Yeah, you could totally. You could totally see it.
If you only have 2 or 3 people.
She's so much more creative than me. You could totally keep a set like in your glove box. Now, okay, let's keep in mind that if you use a friction pen and you live in a hot climate, do not keep your planner in your car. I set my hot coffee mug on my planner the other day on accident. Yeah, friction reacts to heat. Don't get them hot. So write, permanent ink or pencil would probably work on something like this. But you have 8 family members worth of information in this first insert pack. It's a full insert pack that I gave you. This is, if we do put them in the shop, this is what they would look like. It's an entire pack. I don't know that they're going to make the shop. It kind of depends on, demand. We've already had quite a few requests, so there's a good chance, but I can't guarantee it. Seriously, this will make the doctors way less stressful. I'm telling you, that's the moment when you're there at 3 a.m. with your sick kid. You don't want to have to think about this stuff. You want to be able to just have it and give it, because I just nothing, just no words. No words came out when they're asking me questions. I don't remember his birth date. Like, what is that? So
Amanda's saying too, you could use it for your dogs too if you have extra sheets.
Yes, absolutely. Almost everything that's on here would totally work for a pet, especially if you have a pet that maybe has some health problems and you need to keep this kind of information. I doubt you're going to have dental insurance for your pet, but pretty much every other section.
Do they never know. They have dental insurance for dogs.
Do they?
Yeah.
I have doggy insurance for them to go to the vets. So I don't know. I have the one for health. I have hound dogs who have terrible ears, so we have doggy insurance. All right, so that's your first insert pack. Again, Planner Lifestyle Box is where that's at. So if you get the deluxe box, you get both what was in the monthly cover club plus all this other stuff I'm showing you. Deluxe box is where it's at, but I realize, maybe that's not within budget. So this gives you a choice.
Hi, Deborah. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. All right. Actually, I'll wait to show you the second insert. Let's show you something pretty first. So in the Planner Lifestyle Box this month, we gave you so many layering options. Sometimes what happens is we find so many graphics or photos that we're super excited about that I can't choose. And that happened this month, so I give them all to you. All right, so the first pack here is going to come with a Vellum dashboard. Ooh, just fell right off there. Vellum dashboard, and then a 2-piece cardstock. Now, the cardstock that comes in the Planner Lifestyle Box is not reversible. They're the same on both sides. On the Vellum dashboard, we've got this gorgeous quote: "Like a phoenix, she rises. She leaves the world breathless, soaring beyond expectation and leaving the rest in her wake." It kind of spoke to every woman in the office. And so we thought it was appropriate for May. You've got Mother's Day, right? Very female-centered. So I love it. I was going to violate a trademark of somebody else. This reminds people of a certain popular franchise in the office that I can't say the words on YouTube or I'll get in trouble. There's droids. Somebody was saying it reminds them of that. So I didn't think of that initially. It's not my territory, but if that makes you happy, that's what they were saying. I really am going to have to look up what kind of cactus this one is.
Oh, yeah. They asked us last time. We know the other one is the saguaro, but we don't know what that one is.
I don't know. What's funny is I was in Palm Springs earlier this year and they had a big cactus like this. And I looked it up and I cannot remember what it was called. So anyway, here's your first pack. Gorgeous, creates layers. I'm going to show you really quickly before we move on what this particular set will look like layered underneath that cover, because we do like layers. So if you get the deluxe box, you're going to get the entire look here.
So I looked it up. Cholla.
Cholla?
Yeah, that one.
A cholla cactus?
I think that's what it says.
All right.
Oregon pipe cactus.
Oregon pipe cactus? That sounds more like what I
That
want.
sounds excellent.
I don't know. Again, I'm not a cacti expert. We don't have these kind around here. So unless somebody planted them, we have the saguaros and the prickly pears mostly. So anyway, that's what that looks like layered. Stay focused, Jane. All right, next item. Let's see. We'll come back to the pretty stuff. Let's talk about the stationery set I gave you this month.
Belladonna is saying that a phoenix is her spirit animal.
I think it speaks to a lot of people. I think the phoenix kind of resonates with people. It resonated with me before I even lived in Arizona. So hopefully that speaks to you too. Now, I know that we've got like a lot of desert vibes, Southwest vibes, but depending on how you layer that, that's really a choice when you get one of our boxes. Like we give you so many options for how you can style it. It doesn't have to look like the Southwest if you don't want it to. All right, here's the stationery set that we gave you for May. Every once in a while, I like to throw a stationery set at you. There's always a story. There's always a reason we design the things. This particular set, I had, let's start with the big task pad. I had all of these sticky notes floating around my desk because all day long I'm writing a note every time I think of something and I'm just sticking it to I have a desk mat and I was just sticking it to my desk mat. I had 7 or 8 sticky notes and someone came in and asked me a question. I'm like, I know I have a sticky note for this. So welcome the big dot grid notepad where instead of taking all of these little sticky notes, now I just use a new sheet every day and I write all my notes, random things that pop in my head on there. I have all these little scribbles and at the end of the day, I can move it to my planner or to my digital calendar, wherever they need to go. I can send emails and then I can start a new page the next time. I love dot grid, but the idea of having a spot right there on your desk where you can just scribble as you need to whenever something pops up has been so handy. And so that's the intention behind this first one. And I think there's at least 25 sheets in here, so that'll last you a little while. All right, the next item with the stationery set is a task pad. Now these aren't sticky notes. I figure you're probably going to clip them places, right? Or hand them to people. Sticky notes have a tendency of getting stuck places you don't want them and getting lost. So for the intention of this, because you're probably going to keep them places, I didn't want them sticky for you. All right.
Dot grid notes are a great idea.
Thank you, Linda.
Looking forward to using it.
All right, so again, you have probably 25 pages in here. You don't want to hear me count on camera, but there's quite a bit of this task pad. Makes it real simple. So you're going to keep both of these on your desk. You've got a spot to scribble your thoughts and you've got a spot to write lists. Like,
do you know the sizes of these 2 pads?
This one is 8.5 by 11, a standard letter size sheet. I can't remember. I want to say it's 4 by 6. It's pretty close to 4 by 6, if not. It might be a little smaller. If Amanda's on here, she could probably tell us before we get off. But I want to say 4 by 6. All right, and then we have the binder clips. So if you have random piles of papers sitting on your desk, like I happen to have right now, I have all sorts of projects, hence all the sticky notes going on. I wanted some binder clips that were pretty, that I could clip all of these stacks. I love the check off. I love to be able, I mean, but also I like a big open spot now as I get older. I'm using that checkbox for more than just checking things off. I'm using it to write notes, or I have a key that I use. So like, did I delegate this? That kind of thing. So
Amanda says it's 4 by 6.
It is 4 by 6.
Amanda.
Winning. But I wanted pretty binder clips that match the whole set so that I could just clip all these stacks of papers on my desk into piles, and then I don't have to wonder where that pile is. So that's what the binder clips are for.
Stephanie Joy, these clips are my favorite. Already spoken for their use.
I really, really love the one. Look how perfect. And you can't see that. It gets blurry when I get closer. It's got that flower like right in the center of the top there. So that's my favorite. So creative. I label my binder clips. If you don't label your binder clips with like a clear label maker, you need to get the clear tape with the black label. That's what I do. And I just put a label on them. So
you do?
Yeah.
I've never thought of doing that. All mine are color coordinated.
Well, so I was putting like a sticky note and then clipping it with the sticky note to know what that pack is. And then I realized if it's this one I use all the time, I could just label the binder clip and that binder clip goes to that thing. So just like a clear label maker, I have like a cheap Brother label maker. And I just, labeled whatever that thing was. So anyway, moving on. So that's your stationery set. Okay.
We love the satisfying check off and pretty binder clips. Belladonna.
All right. The next insert, keeping within the idea of wellness, this one's for you. The other one is really, I mean, you're going to put yourself in there too. Don't forget to fill out a page for yourself, but those are really for your family, right, as a whole. This one is just for you. We made you a biohacking log. I know biohacking is a new term for a lot of people. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. The idea is just you're going to track what makes you feel good, what makes you not feel so good, and then you're going to make adjustments based on that. Really simple. And as I explain this, you're going to see a little bit more. These are designed to be 1 page per month. I gave you a full year. You got a full pack in the subscription box. You're going to last a whole year doing this, and you're going to see such benefits to your life to do this thing. At the top, you're going to write the month, and you got the days across. So every day has a column, just 1 column with a few boxes. It's not a lot of work. I don't like homework either. Okay. Your first column is going to be for cycle. If you don't have cycle, it's 1 line. Okay. You don't have to worry about it. But if that's something you're tracking, I gave you a line to track it. And then supplements. So maybe you take herbs or prescriptions or vitamins or whatever you take. You're going to write those down there that you took your supplements. And then we have hours of sleep. I know I need a certain amount of sleep because I did this whole biohacking journey and I know what hours of sleep work best for me. And it turns out it's not 12, which was kind of what I was hoping. I was hoping I had an excuse to just sleep all morning. It's not 12, right? So
Stephanie Joy is excited about it. I hope it goes in the shop.
so you're going to track however many hours. Again, I don't like homework, so don't go in there and be like, what was my dreams like or whatever. Just put how many hours. And then spot for your mood for the day. So you're going to put low, medium, or high. I'll show you before we're done how you do that because I know that chart isn't like obvious. It's very clever though. And then energy, because your mood and energy are different things. You might have really high energy, but a really low mood. So like you're really energetic, but annoying. That happens to me all the time. It's going to be different every day. Okay, that's all right. You've got 2 different ones to track that. The concept here is whatever you track in the top is going to affect these things right here in the middle. And then I gave you 3 blank lines because if there's something I didn't think of that you want to start tracking, it's going to make your life better. You're going to make you feel better. Go ahead and write that down. I'm going to use one of the lines for tracking the moon phases because I know that really affects my sleep. But not everybody tracks the moon phases. So I left that blank. You don't have to do that. You can use them however you want. Again, I have 12, okay? Energetic, but you can't control the things that come out of my face, okay? But I gave you 12. Very clever, simple. You're going to fill out literally just a couple small boxes, and you're going to know whether you felt good. Let me show you how that little chart works real quick. I have the blue Calm pen here with me. They're in the shop if you wanted to get the Calm pen.
That one's a 0.35.
0.35.
Yes, the other one's a 0.5.
We love the Calm pens. They write amazing and they're fantastic for all sorts of purposes. It is not in the box though. This was in a previous box. You're not getting this. I'm just showing you. All right. So let's say you had a really low mood, right? And really high energy. And then the next day they switched, right? And I'm just going to fill in some dots randomly here so you can see how this works. All right, so I've got some random dots here assigning like where I was at in mood or energy. And then all you're going to do is you're going to draw a line from dot to dot and make this cute little chart so you can see when your mood was consistently up, when it was down, and you're going to use that to decide the behaviors that you want to continue to do. Maybe you're going to realize that vitamin actually makes you moody, right? Or made you not sleep well or something.
So Christina, we were just talking about having anger issues before we went live and how I have little temper tantrums sometimes. And I'm going to use this to track my anger so I can not be so angry sometimes. So I feel you on that one, Christina.
All right. So that's how it's designed. Real simple. I don't want things to be complicated. I know you're busy. I'm busy. I get it. But I do want you to have the tools to make sure you feel your best self. Again, you're going to have 12 on the back, more dot grid. I like to put these in between each month. And so I didn't want them double-sided. I don't want to have to go reuse this next month. I want a brand new page. We're a new human next month, right? And so let's have a new page. But I want to go ahead and preload my my tabs with these, put them behind every month all year. And you couldn't do that if I double-sided them. So dot grid on the back, use it however you want. Maybe you want to take notes on something that you noticed. Maybe you had like an aha moment throughout the month and you want to take a note on what that was. Well, it looks like we're liking the biohacking.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put that pen away.
Stephanie Joy says she's a visual person, so this is perfect for her.
All right, let's talk about the next pretty thing. All right, this is the second set of cardstock because I told you I couldn't decide. I couldn't decide what pretty cardstock to give you for the Planner Lifestyle box this month. And so this was the other set.
So teacher Pamela is going to use it for working on skincare.
I love that.
That's a great idea.
Well, and I think that would be really handy to figure out what is making your skin look better or not, you know.
Just drink more water. We all need to drink more water.
I mean, that's definitely true for me. But I could see using that supplement line, not just for supplements. Like you could use that for different skincare items that you use. I think that's a genius idea, Pamela. All right. So again, this is your second one. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to give you because I love them both. And so we gave you both looks. Let me show you again with that cover. Okay. I like to line it up perfectly so you can see. So pretty. Now, if you are new to Jane's Agenda and new to this whole planner layering thing, let me show you real quick why Vellum is awesome. So these Vellum dashboards create like a frosted look, right? See how it looks, you know, frosted. And then we're going to put the cover over that so you can see. With that, it makes the text more legible. It makes it easier to see the designs. That kind of gives some separation between the tool. So I always have a Vellum sheet underneath my covers.
Someone's going to use it for tracking pain level, which I thought was a good idea.
You don't have to use it the way I designed it. And I kept the font really small. So if you want to scribble it out or white it out or whatever, use it however you want. You will not hurt my feelings. You'll actually make me happy because I want to see how you change things up. All right, so that's the other pretty thing. I do want to show you before we go, because I want to show you what this looks like in a planner. Which one am I using?
Love when you do the Vellum quotes. Just show the one there. And just put the monthly cover club.
I moved it because I had to find the hybrid.
Just put the monthly cover club on it so people can see what a monthly cover club would look like.
All right, let me. I don't want the hybrid to be in the way for the layers, so we'll come back to that. Let's do just enough to cover it up. Okay. All right, so the monthly cover club, again, is an outfit change for your planner. Let me grab my, oh, not that one. I make a mess every time I'm live. My team is so used to it. You can tell when I've been in the room. All right, so the monthly cover club is an outfit change for your planner. You don't just wear the same shoes all the time, right? And so why is your planner looking the same every single month? Thank you, Pamela. You're going to put the back on. Right, we're going to be careful because it's plastic, right? It's not going to last forever if we're rough with it. We're going to be careful.
Tina's best tip for layering is try all the things.
You know, and I have my planner. I can
remember
show them how
if you love it, then it's right.
And then we have the monthly cover club. So here's the cactus under that, so you can see how that looks. I love it. We really, really like it with the rose copper discs this month. The chocolate discs would also be a great choice. So there you go. Let me show you what it looks like with that ombre under it. Tony, would you grab my planner so I can show them how I layered it? I think next week we're doing a planner tour. You guys have been waiting for that. And
the page finder looks really good on the ombre.
Does it? Oh, you can see it.
Uh-huh.
You can't see it over the pictures. Well, it's designed to be over pages, right? It's not designed to be over the cardstock. You can use it however you want. But that does look quite lovely.
Uh-huh.
So the nice thing with the way that we design stuff is there's so many options. Your planner's not going to look like everybody else's because you're going to make it look the way that you want it to. Look how soft that feels. There's nothing about this that's screaming desert Southwest if you don't want it to. Like I said, look at it's cactus isn't there, right? You've got your pretty little quote. There's ways to mix and match, but the colors are so gorgeous. Let me show you how I've layered the front of my planner.
Yes, Celia, next week for our live, we'll do a CEO planner tour.
Yep. You can see everybody likes to see what I've changed. So this is my planner. This is how I layered it. And I immediately stole a May set when it came in. Usually I wait. I could not wait. I love everything about it. It layers so pretty. It looks so good. I have the chocolate wrap on here with the rose copper discs, and I am just a huge, huge fan. This is one of my favorite months, and it's going to be hard to part with because it just feels really good. All right. So again, if you want to subscribe, you can do that at janesagenda.com/box. If you want to win the giveaway, you're going to enter at janesagenda.com/May giveaway. We do have limited spots open for the subscription, and I have insider information. Okay. Later this year, we have some really, really expensive items going in the box for you. I'm spoiling you rotten because we're celebrating 5 years.
That's exciting.
5 years with the subscription box. It's going to be, when did we start? This is going to be our 12th year in business. Just 2013. I don't even know what month it is most of the time. But our 5th year with the subscription box. And so I have some really, really fancy things going in the box later. And I'm warning you now that if you're not subscribed, you may not be able to get in. And I don't want you to be mad at me that I didn't tell you. So
right, because we're not opening any more slots.
Right. So we are going to give away 3 May boxes to lucky winners. So you're going to enter at janesagenda.com/May giveaway. The giveaway ends April 13th, 2025 at 11:45 p.m. Pacific. Okay. You're going to enter at the link, and you do get to pick your size. So don't worry if you're not junior, no worries. We have mini, junior, classic, letter. You get to pick your size. But we're going to pick 3 different winners. All right. So make sure you enter all 3 in different sizes, whatever sizes that you want. If you win a box, you get to pick your size.
They get double entries for liking on socials, remember?
Oh, yeah. There are ways to get
YouTube,
more entries.
yes.
You can enter probably more than once.
Yes.
All the rules are there. So go visit the link and learn all the rules. The giveaway is open like 2 weeks, so you have time. But go get the box.
10 days.
10
This
days?
is the 13th. Yep, today's the 3rd.
Okay. 10 days.
10 days.
See, I don't know what month it is. It's fine. All right. That's all I have to show you today, guys. If you like the content, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tap the bell icon so you get notified. And if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to us. We're here in comments. We're available at hello@janesagenda.com. We're always present. We're here for you. So if you have any questions about the system or how it works or what you need to subscribe, just send us a message. Okay. We're real people. All right. Warning, subscribe now and don't miss that anniversary box. Tina, we spoiled you rotten from July on. Like, anniversary box is the September box, and I think July, even next month, like every month there's something big. I went crazy. Okay. I can't tell you all the things because I'll get in trouble. Someone will come beat me if I give you all the secrets, but I do know they're going to be in high demand. All right. All right. That's all I have for you folks. Have a great weekend. I will see you next week. Thank you for watching.